Hey guys, I'm outside Richmond Park. It is the biggest game of the century for St Pat's. If they win today, they have clinched the League of Ireland title. They're against champion Sligo Rovers, who will never give them an easy game. I'm Donagh and you're watching the League of Ireland interview show.
If I was a saint, sending to save you to bury the pain, would I be different? Would I belong? Voices are silent, arms are obey. The cloud of destruction is closer to stay. Things could be different, we could belong. We are the human, we are the strays. We talk about heaven, we talk about grace, but things could be different. We could belong. Leave behind the renegades, cross the desert through the haze. 'Cause we must hold on, yeah. 'Cause we must hold on, yeah. Moving forward one by one to find shelter. 'Cause they say things are much better than we know. We're not the problem, so don't hate. Things will get better if we show. We're not the problem. Oh! For the sake of the children, the sake of us all, bury the demons, brace for the fall. Things could be different, we could belong. We have the vision, we have the faith, we have the meaning, we have new taste. Things could be different, we could belong. Leave behind the renegades, cross the desert through the haze. 'Cause we must hold on, yeah. 'Cause we must hold on, yeah. Moving forward one by one to find shelter. 'Cause they say things are much better than we know. We're not the problem, so don't hate. Things will get better if we show. We're not the problem. We go right back to the start in sweet defiance. We were meant to be apart. Lie down in silence. We must find out who we are. We must find out who we are. We must find out who we are.
Uachtaráin Ahern and Michael D Higgins, St Patrick's Athletic have won the league. What did you make of the game today and their season in general?
It was a game full of skill. It was a delightful game to watch. Two very good teams, St Pat's and Sligo Rovers. But I think after the first goal, which was a brilliant goal, they had the edge. And I so wish them well for now that they have won the league and into Europe. And I'm delighted for the supporters. It's I think very often some of the supporters who were there in the stands would have come very near, only to see it slip away. But tonight was their great night of celebration, and there was a great community sense as well. You know, there at the very end. When I say that the game was very skillful, I think, for example, if you take players like John Russell and number 10, played a very fine game. But they're all through the team. There was some very nice football, and equally, you know, they're very strong players on the Sligo side. People like whom I would know, like Alan Keane and others, who's a strong player, Cretaro and all of the others. So we were blessed with having a very fine, as we might say, defining game now that puts St Pat's as winners of the league, and I congratulate them on it. All the players, but their management, and also, but above all, the supporters who've been supporting them here in Richmond Park.
And finally, from myself anyway, could I ask you, you know, you've seen Sligo Rovers, you've seen pretty much every team in the league at one stage or another. You mentioned Europe earlier on there. Do you think this St Pat's team, if they manage to stick together next season, could be that team who make the breakthrough for Ireland in Europe?
I do. I think that, as I've said, there are a number of players in it. Some are more experienced than others, and some are longer with the club than others. I think the advantage, for example, example of the player that I mentioned. If you take Ray Russell, he has played with Sligo Rovers, he played with Galway United. But what I really like about it is the kind of football that he plays. It is full of precision. There are very, very few passes that go astray, and you need somebody plucky like that. I think maybe where one has to get sharp is in relation to being able to finally get the fruits of a lot of work up front. You have to get the goals that justify the play. But it's a fine team, and of course that they'll do very well. Yes.
All right, thanks, sir. Killian Brennan, what does that feel like? You've just won the League of Ireland for St. Pat's.
Absolutely speechless at the moment, I have to say. I've never got emotional.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is my third league now. Definitely the most emotional one after the season I had last year. But absolutely fantastic when you see the fans coming out and doing this.
It's been a tough season to come back into the league after what was a very, very, very tough season with Stephen Kenny and Brian Laws last year at Sligo Rovers, and to win it now, like, it must be just the best feeling in the world. Yeah, well, last season's gone. It was a disappointing season. This is my 11th season in the league, and I never had a disappointing season like I did last season. So it was nice to put a few critics right. Not only that though, I think the lads have been fantastic all throughout the season. Goes throughout everyone that's been involved in the club, going the whole way through to the kit man, the goalkeeping coach, Buckley, the whole lot being fantastic. So I think over the course of the season we deserve to win. Finally, like, even when you were at Bows, I'm obviously a Bows fan, like, for my sins, and even when you were at Bows, I've never seen you play as well as you did this season. So it must be. But what has been the difference this year? Well, a different position for one. I think it suits me better when I get on the ball and I'm more central role. I'm more attacking and I can influence the game more. So that's maybe why you're seeing what you're seeing. But I've always been fit, but I felt really fit this season, and that's down to the fitness team. That's down to everyone that's behind the scenes at Pats. It's not just 11 players that go out on a Friday night. It's throughout the season. It's the whole club. It's the fans. It's the whole base, and it's been a fantastic year for us. All right, thanks. Kenny Brown, it's a league title with St. Pat's. Talk to me about these emotions. It's just seconds after the final whistle.
Honestly, it hasn't sunk in yet, to be honest with you. It'll probably sink in the next few days. It's just a great achievement from the players, to be on such a run all season. But we're just delighted. To be honest with you, I'm kind of speechless at the moment. It hasn't really sunk in yet. So maybe in the coming days it'll sink in and realise what we've done. It's been a spectacular season for Pats. You've been leading that league almost the entire way, and for it to finally be over now, it must be spectacular. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of pressure on us coming into the last 4 or 5 games, and to be honest with you, we just want to get it done. We're looking forward to the game today. It's a long way around, but we're just glad that we've done it now. We're going to enjoy it for the rest of the season. That deal. No, he's not giving me anything. And finally, it's been like, it's, as I said, some season, but for yourself personally, it's been a great season. A lot of clean sheets, and especially today against probably one of the best attacking teams in the league, Sligo Rovers. Like, what would you talk about your own season personally? Yeah, good season, similar to last year, to be honest with you. Except this year we finished with silverware, so that's the most important thing. And it's the league as well. It's exactly, to win the league. A lot of disappointment last year in the cup final, and probably just getting beaten off Sligo to win the league last year. So it's our time now. We just stand there last year and watched Derry lift the FA Cup and watch Sligo win the league in front of us. So look, we'll enjoy it now, and that's the main thing, that we've got the job done. Alright, thanks very much. Anthony Elding, that's a tough result to take, and that's the league title given to St. Pat's, but it was a good performance in Sligo Rovers up to that first goal, and he still looked until the second like he could have snatched something.
Yeah, well, obviously, first and foremost, it's a credit to them. They've won the league based on the full season. They've not won the league here today. We've just fell short, and obviously over the course of the season they've been the best team, and as you say, today it could have been another story, but I thought we were the better team first half and took 1 or 2 chances. It probably would have been a different story. You've still got the FAI Cup final to look forward to. Bet you can't wait for that. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's a chance to win some silverware. That was the plan at the start of the year, and that's still the plan. So we're still in something. We're still in a competition, which is great, and we've got to be refocus and go again, because the lads are down in there tonight. But as I say, we ain't lost that. We ain't lost the league on tonight. Yeah. And how have you found your first full? The season's essentially over, bar maybe the cup final and 2 more games. But how's your first season in Ireland been for you? I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed every minute. I've enjoyed playing for Sligo. I say I scored a few goals on the way, which I'm proud about. And
that goal against Shamrock Rovers last week must have been the sweetest thing.
Yeah, it was nice. You know, I enjoy all my goals, and as you say, especially to score against Shams, which is a massive team to play against for Sligo. And you know, overall, we've achieved nothing as yet. So we've got to refocus and get ready for that final.
And finally, can I just ask you, you've obviously got the cup final to go, so that if you win that, it'll probably be up there with one of your best memories of Sligo Rovers. But suppose you were to suppose you had to leave Sligo Rovers for some reason, what would be your best memory of being here so far?
I've enjoyed the whole journey, you know. Obviously I would have liked to come over and won the league. I feel I've contributed to what we've achieved, if you like, so far.
Well, it's been a good season for Rovers. Just the Pats were spectacular this year.
Yeah, they've been great. You know, obviously, like I said, they've won the season based on the season. Yeah. They've been the best team in the league, which fully deserved the trophy. And I think we just fell short.
All right, thanks very much. Kieran Jalali, that's a tough result to take, but they probably throughout the whole season St. Pat's were probably the best team.
Yeah, they were the most consistent. They were one of the toughest to beat, and they probably up there with us play the best football. So congratulations to them. I'm sure they'll obviously enjoy it, but we've got 2 more games to try and finish second, and then obviously the cup final. So still a lot to play for in the season.
I'd say the cup final is I'd say you can't wait for that, to play Lansdowne Road. It's going to be a big crowd, as Sligo Rovers always bring there. It just promises to be a great occasion.
Yeah, definitely. But if we get sidetracked, we're gonna mess up in the next 2 games, and obviously we're gonna lose out on league places and stuff. So we still got the next 2 games to go and perform, and then we'll concentrate on that afterwards.
I know it's obviously very tough to look at positives after what's happened tonight, but yourself, it's been a huge season for yourself. You've really established yourself as one of the better centre midfielders in the League of Ireland, and it's been it started a bit slow, but you came good, early on, and it's been a really good end to the season.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously the season's not over yet, so when I walk and hop, and hopefully I can chip in with a few more goals and a few more good performances to round off the season.
Final goal.
Yeah, definitely. But there's, like I said, there's still a lot to play for. It was, if I'd have picked up the pace a bit sooner, you never know, things could have been different. But that's how football goes, and we'll just carry on with the next 3 games and see what happens.
Finally, the season isn't over, so you've still got the cup final to play, etc. But if you had to choose a best memory of so far in Sligo Rovers, of being in Ireland in general, even it doesn't have to be a footballing memory, what would it be?
It'd either be playing in the Champions League in a big stadium, and playing at home, obviously in the case in front of a big crowd as well. European football is always a good test to see how good you are, and then the feeling of beating Shams last week to get to the cup final, and people coming up to you in the street and congratulating you, and everyone around the town is looking after us, saying hello and trying to do their bit. So we know there's going to be a good crowd there, and that's that. Hopefully we can go and win that. But like I said, 2 league games before that, if you don't play well in those 2 games, you might not be in the team in the cup final. So that's what we have to look forward to.
Alright, thanks very much. Ger O'Brien, that's the league has been won tonight, finally. Long season. What are the emotions like?
Listen, I think it's going to take a while to sink in. Going in at 2-0 up at half time was perfect for us, but we were, it was almost role reversal in the week building up to last season, with the Germany fixture for Ireland and everything, but we knew that we needed to be disciplined, and I think we restricted them probably one good chance in the second half, which Brennan's made a good save and Grace cleared off the line, but I still thought we looked quite dangerous on the counter. But listen, at this stage of the season, it doesn't matter how you win it, it's just about getting over the line, and delighted.
You mentioned if you're finally over that line, it must be it's going to be some break you're going to take now once these 2 games are over.
I think so, yeah. I think we'll certainly enjoy tonight, and we'll enjoy the next couple of days, but we're professional, and other teams will be counting on us for other things next week, so we'll be looking to be disciplined next week against Derry. We don't know what way it works with the trophy, but we'll be certainly looking to win the game. We've only conceded 15 goals, we certainly don't want to be conceded any more, and we pride ourselves in that, and we'll certainly be treating the 2 games albeit to our champions, but we certainly be treating them in the right manner.
And finally, as you mentioned, there's 2 games to go, and then a big massive break and league games next season, but Champions League next year must be. Tony's been excited for that.
It's great. Listen, we've been looking to have Europe the last few seasons, and
this is the elite, though.
It is. This is the elite, and this is what you want. This is what every team sets out for at the start of the season, is to win a league. And you know, we've been the best team, you know, over 31 games so far, but you know, I think we've been deserving winners. I don't think anyone will grudge us, just like Sligo were last year. But it's a great occasion, absolutely delighted for the fans. It's been way too long, you know, they've had a lot of heartbreaks in cups. I think we should stop probably entering that at this stage, but you know, they've had a lot of heartbreaks, but you know,
that's next year's goal.
That'll be next year. Yeah, we worry about that in a while, but no, it's a sweet night for everyone involved with the club.
Alright, thanks very much. Greg Bulger, that's that goal of all of them to get you that started on the way to winning the league. Just describe the emotions there.
It was definitely a shank. I'll never score a goal like that again, to be fair, but yeah, look,
if I could shank a ball like that, I'd definitely be a higher standard than I was.
You don't see me shooting during the year, hitting corner flags and all, but no, look, it's just grateful it went in and helped us on our way, you know.
It's been such a long season that you've got 2 matches to go, and then it's going to be some break now until March.
Yeah, look, it's going to go enjoy it now, I think, for the league's over. But no, it's going to enjoy it now, and I think we deserved it. You know, I think we've been the best team all year, and I think the stats show that. Obviously, we conceded the least goals and scored the most, so just want to go enjoy it now.
And do you know, it's been, as I mentioned, a long season. A lot of teams, like, there's been a few slip-ups, a slow-ish start, and you know, it's finally over. Like, it must be just the biggest relief of your career.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what way I'm feeling at the minute. I don't know if it's relief or, I don't know, overjoyed. But look,
I'll probably be speaking to you tomorrow where you're able to put words to those thoughts.
I don't think I can, but look, it's great. It was a great night here for everyone, the fans, the players, management, all. So just want to go enjoy it now.
Finally, what's been the big difference between this year and last year? It just, when I've been watching you, it seems like I've always been watching the champions elect this season.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think last year we were close. It was a new team, and we needed time to gel. To be fair, it was a whole new team. I think it was only 3 players: Ian Birmingham, Jake Carroll, and Conor Kennett were here from the year before. Buckley brought in a new team, and look, we got to the FAI Cup final and challenged for the league towards the third last game. So. Yeah. I think it was a great season, you know what I mean? And obviously, I think we've added a few, like Conan Byrne coming in and Killian, added a bit of goals to us, and I think that's what we were lacking a bit last year. And yeah, so look, that was it. I think I don't know what to say. I'm just enjoying it.
Thanks very much. Ian Barraclough, that's a tough result to take tonight, but Pats had one of the best seasons they've had in their history.
Listen, they've been the most consistent team throughout the season, deservedly champions. We didn't want to relinquish our title, but it is difficult to go and replicate what you've done from the previous year and go and be back-to-back champions. And you know, hopefully we'll come back with renewed vigour next year to wrestle the title from them.
The cup final is now all eyes on that. Tough game.
No eyes on the cup final yet whatsoever. No, we've got two tough games. You're right. We have got to do well in them two league games. I want to finish second in this league, and and players are playing for places in the Aviva. So if they've got one eye on the cup final, get that one eye off it, and make sure that you're putting it in every day that we train. Every day you set foot on the training park. Every time you get a chance to start in the starting 11, because we've got a good squad of players and they're all playing for places.
It's been a tough season for Sligo Rovers. Obviously the Champions League, it was a bit of a journey to go to Norway, and that might have taken a bit out of you during that time, and especially as well as with the spectacular start, it probably tough to continue that sort of form throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I think where we got beaten by St Pat's in this very place for our first league defeat, and we had a man sent off, and I read an article today that by Sean Ryan that that was maybe the start of the problems where you have men sent off. We had 4 men sent off in 5 games, whatever it might be, 5 or 6 games, and that didn't help. And little things like that. It's not the only reason, but it starts to put doubt in players' minds. You start to lose a little bit of confidence, and we knew after that start that it was never going to maintain like that. It wasn't going to carry on, and it was how we reacted to it. I don't think we have been so clinical in front of goal this year, but we've been stronger as a defensive side, but taking nothing away, we've created lots of chances, more chances than last year, and just don't think that we've capitalised on the games that we've been on top in. We've drawn 9 games, and that's far too many games to drop points in. I can think of 5, definitely 6 that games where we should have won the game, and that's difference between 10 and 12 points, isn't it?
Alright, thanks very much, it's a pleasure. Liam Buckley, congratulations, that league title is finally yours. What are the emotions like?
I'm just relieved that over the last few weeks, you're under pressure every week to deliver results, bearing in mind Donagh on your heels, Sligo on your heels, and for us to dig out results in Bray and then go to Belfield and beat Dundalk here and beating Sligo here, it's no mean feat. And I have to say, I take up my hat off to all the lads, the work rate they put in and the staff behind them, encouraging them and all that sort of stuff. So listen, I'm delighted for everybody involved.
It's been such a long season, and you've got that. It's finally been won, and the trophy will be given to you in a few games. Like it must be just such a relief.
Yeah, I'm sure all the players. We're all looking forward to it. Every game was a sort of really. We're all excited, and we're encouraging each other to get the best out of each other. And in fairness to the lads, I think they've merited their win tonight, as they did in Bray and UCD and Dundalk when we played them here. And ultimately, the team that scores the most goals, that's in the least amount, normally comes out on top. So.
And you're in pretty much the exact same situation Sligo Rovers were in, just swapped around now coming into this game, and it must have been you mustn't have had to say anything in that dressing room before the match. The players are just raring to go.
No, you're right. I mean, it's ironic. This time last year with 3 games to go,
all they needed was a draw to win it,
and it was very, very tight up there. It was 2-0 at half time. Finished. Sorry, a big part. We got it back to 2-2. We hit the bar, hit the crossbar, and then they've got a penalty and 1-3-2 that got them the title. For us, I'm just delighted we could turn them over here this year. They're a top quality squad. They have a top quality manager named Barraclough, and it's no mean feat for our group to beat them.
And next season, I know it's a long way away, especially what I'm about to ask you, but Champions League, getting to pit your wits against the best coaches in Europe.
Yes, well look, we can look forward to that. It's a bit of way off at the moment, but we'll regroup over the off season, and see where we go player wise and all that sort of stuff.
Alright, thanks very much, it's a pleasure. Jerry McDermott, first season involved in the men's game at the top level, the league title. What are the emotions like?
It's great. It's just brilliant, to be honest. It's hard to put into words at the minute. I might give you a better answer tomorrow.
Yeah.
But no, it's excellent, and I think the lads deserve all the credit that they're going to get now over the next couple of weeks. They've just been absolutely excellent all season. From my point of view, obviously with the fitness stuff, the players they've just been fantastic. They've been great.
Do you know yourself, you've managed teams at the highest level in the women's game, and how would you sort of compare the whole Raheny experience with this? Obviously it's probably a higher level in terms of fitness, etc. for the players. They're professionals.
Yeah, of course it is. It's different. It's nothing like I've ever experienced before at all, to be quite honest. Just the fans, the club, everything's just bigger. Yeah. Everything's bigger, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I've never seen 3,000 people at a Raheny game.
No, neither have I. Maybe some point in the future we will, because I think the women's game is starting to take off. But no, as you rightly say, it's different. And I mean, with Raheny we used to train twice a week. Here we train 4 or 5 times a week. So it's very, very different, and everything's on a larger scale. It's been a great experience.
Obviously the transition hasn't been too difficult for you, evidently.
No, not at all. As you said, you're trying to manage things at Raheny, and obviously here you've got a defined role and one specific element to look after. But I've enjoyed it. It's been great. It's just been brilliant.
And do you know, the league title, it's some honour to win. Like St. Pat's, it's been years and years for them, and to overturn what was probably one of the strongest leagues. I mean, any team could beat anyone on their day this season. One of the strongest leagues, I'd say, of all time in the League of Ireland. Must be some feeling.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously it's my first year involved, but certainly from watching League of Ireland football, there's some excellent sides, and I suppose some people wouldn't have called it, or a lot of people wouldn't have called it, and I don't think many people did at all, to be honest, bar the people here maybe. But again, the credit for that goes obviously to the players themselves, obviously Liam, Harry and the rest of the staff. It's, as I said, not a lot of people would have called it at the start of the year, and I think that makes it even more satisfying, to be quite honest.
Alright, thanks very much.